In this video, we are going to discuss on the definitions of beauty standards and self-identity. Secondly, the comparisons on beauty standard between Malaysia and Nigeria, consequences of beauty standards, and lastly, the conclusions. What is beauty standard? It is a set of values given to men and women appearances to be viewed as beautiful and handsome in order to blend in with the community. Meanwhile, self-identity is an individual's sense of self of who they are based on their membership. It was developed by Henry Touchfield, a Polish social psychologist in 1979. Thus, in order to complete the video, we have interviewed a few people from Nigeria and also Malaysia in order to see their point of view on beauty standards based on their country. During the interview, we asked 5 basic questions on their personal thoughts. First, we want to know some of their thoughts on women's beauty standard based on their original country and can they describe it. Secondly, how has their family influenced their ideas on beauty? And also, what have they heard from others around them, for example peers, significant others, or even the community? And has it influenced their ideas on beauty? And lastly, how has their personal experiences differ from other groups? I'm going to tell you about the differences and also similarity on beauty standards between Nigeria and also Malaysia. So we are going to look through at 4 different aspects between these both countries. So first is about clothing and also fashion sense. In Malaysia, we can see that the women's and also men prefers to wear like simple clothing. This shows that modesty is our highlight and also like priorities based on our culture. However, in Nigeria, the fashion sense shows the loudness of the people. So, the people in Nigeria usually wear extravagance and also like very loud fashions. You can see that in Nigeria that the men usually wear dark and warm color clothing such as grey, dark blue. However, the women, they prefer to wear something like bright color such as red, orange, or even yellows. This shows that they want to highlight their own skin tones as most of them are dark color skins. Next is about the face matrix. In Malaysia, you can see that most of us have dimples. Having dimples in Malaysia is considered as beauty and it is one of the uniqueness in Malaysia. However, in Nigeria, having a gap teeth is actually considered as the uniqueness and also the beauty in someone's. Where, whenever we smile, we can see the dimples and also the gap teeth, which highlights the person's beauty. Next is about skin complexions. We can see that in Malaysia, we are fairer skins and we consider that having fairer skin is actually the beauty standards in Malaysia because typically in Malaysians, we have fair to beige. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, we have beige to dark color skins. But both of these people prefers to use different method to whitening up their skin tone. In Malaysia, we usually wear whitening product in our skincare or even makeup. However, in Nigeria, they prefer skin toning instead of using skin bleaching or even whitening product. Lastly is about makeup. So in Malaysia, we can see that the girls usually wear makeup very subtle, very simple, and almost like natural as if they are not wearing any. But in Nigeria, makeup is like when you have the confidence, you are wearing bold color, the highlight. Nigeria's very fashion sense are very common when you show the confidence and the loudness of your
Consequences of beauty standards. Beauty standards can have both positive and negative consequences on individuals and society as a whole. On the positive side, beauty standards can promote a sense of cultural identity and pride and can provide a way for people to express themselves creatively through fashion. These beauty standards can provide a sense of community and belonging as people who share similar ideals of beauty can come together from social networks. However, there can also be negative consequences associated with beauty standards. For example, beauty standards can promote unrealistic and unattainable ideals of beauty, which can lead to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. This can be particularly harmful for young people who are still developing their sense of self and may be more vulnerable to negative messages about their appearance. Additionally, beauty standards can be perpetuate harmful stereotypes and discrimination based on factors such as skin color, hair texture, and body type. As you can see, we are going to compare the aspects between Malaysia and Nigeria. The first aspect will be family relations. For Malaysia, the family relations, they believe the Malaysians are less in fashion sense but increase in beauty skin. But in Nigeria, as in family relations, they believe in increase in fashion and beauty sense among community. So what you can say that is, for some people, focusing on skincare may be important than fashion sense because they believe that healthy skin is a sign of overall health and well-being. They may also believe that taking care of their skin is a long-term investment in their appearance and opposed to following fashion trends that may come and go. Additionally, having clear and healthy skin can be a source of confidence and self-esteem, which can be more important to some people than being fashionable. On the other hand, some people may not be interested in fashion or may not feel confident in their ability to put together stylish outfits. They may prefer to focus on other aspects of their appearance, such as their skin or hair. Ultimately, everyone has their own unique priorities when it comes to the appearance, and it's important to what to do that makes you feel confident and comfortable in your own skin. As in community, in Malaysia, people believe that they follow the trend and easily influenced by society. But in Nigeria, they believe in increase in beauty consciousness, which is like men dress more while women dress less. What you can say that is, in beauty standards are often influenced by societal trends and expectation because humans are social creatures who are influenced by the people and culture around them. We are constantly exposed to images and messages about what is considered beautiful or attractive through media, advertising, and other forms of communication. These messages can shape our perception of beauty and influence our preference and behaviors. Additionally, beauty standards can be perpetuated by historical and cultural factors such as the influence of colonialism or the impact of traditional gender roles. However, it is important to recognize that beauty standards are not fixed or universal, and they can do and change over time. By challenging narrow or unrealistic beauty standards, you can promote an inclusive and diverse vision of beauty that celebrates all people for who they are. Thank you. Next, we'll be looking into the aspects of health and individual between Malaysians and Nigerians. What Malaysian believe as in health aspect is modern beauty supplement and skin care are consumed for weight loss and fairer skin. Some may cause irregular menstruation cycle and harms to pregnancy. But what Nigerians feel that skin bleaching can access or cause cancer as it destroys melatonin in the skin, which acts as a skin barrier for UV rays. What this says is that beauty supplements have increasingly popular in recent years, with many people turning to pills, powders, injections to improve their skin, hair, and nails. However, it's important to be aware that these supplements are not regulated by the FDA, which means there is no guarantee that they are safe or effective. Some supplements may contain harmful substances or interact with other medications, which can cause serious health problems. For example, collagen supplements are often marketed as a way to improve skin health and reduce the signs of aging. However, there's a limited scientific evidence to support these claims, and some studies have suggested that collagen supplements may not be effective in improving skin health. Additionally, some collagen supplements may be made from animal products, which can be problematic for people who follow a vegan or vegetarian diet. Glutathione injections, which are often used to lighten the skin, are another example of a beauty supplement that can be potentially harmful. Glutathione is a naturally occurring antioxidant that is produced by the body and is involved in a range of cellular processes. However, there's a limited scientific evidence to support this use of glutathione injections for skin lightening, and the injection can cause a range of side effects such as liver damage, allergic reaction, and skin discoloration. Skin bleaching is, however, which is often used to conform to a specific standard of beauty, can also have serious health consequences. Hydroquinone, which is a common ingredient in skin bleaching products, can cause skin irritation, redness, and burning. Additionally, long-term of use of hydroquinone can cause permanent skin damage and can increase the risk of skin cancer. Because mercury, which is sometimes used in skin lightening products, is a toxic substance that can cause damage to the nervous system and organs. Overall, it's important to be aware of the potential risk of beauty supplements and skin bleaching, and it's important to prioritize health, well-being over conforming to a specific standard of beauty. By taking care of your bodies through healthy habits such as exercise, a balanced diet, and getting enough sleep, we can promote overall health and well-being, which can also improve the appearance of our skin, hair, and nails. Next, individual. What Malaysian believes that Malaysians are less expressive and calm, but however, Nigerians are feminists and build confidence. Okay, yes. As you can see, individually in Malaysia, people are less expressive and calm. There's a strong emphasis on respect for authority figures and social harmony, which may influence how people interact with others in public settings. For example, people may be more likely to avoid confrontation or express disagreement in order to maintain social harmony and avoid conflict. Additionally, there may be cultural norms around emotional restraint and modesty, which could impact how people communicate through their feelings and opinions. For example, people may be less likely to express strong emotions and opinions in public and may instead prefer to communicate in more subtle or indirect ways. However, it's important to keep in mind in cultural generalizations are not always accurate, and that there is a great deal of diversity within any given culture. Not everyone in Malaysia will conform to these cultural norms, and there may be individual differences in how people express themselves and interact with others. In recent years, there's been a growing awareness in social identity and discrimination in Nigeria. These lead to increased advocacy in women's rights and gender equality, which in turn may contribute to a higher level of feminist identification among some people in Nigeria. Additionally, there may be cultural norms around women empowerment and leadership that contribute to higher levels of confidence among women in Nigeria. For example, there are many successful female entrepreneurs, politicians, activities in Nigeria who serve as role models for other women and girls. Finally, individual factors such as education, exposure to diverse perspectives, and personal experiences may also play a role in shaping feminist identification and confidence level. However, there are many complex and multifaceted factors that contribute to feminism. Overall, female identification and confidence levels in Nigeria, it is important to recognize the diversity of experiences and perspectives for any given population. Thank you. In conclusion, women in Nigeria are more expressive and loud could be due to their fashion sense, which affect their culture. Meanwhile, Malaysian women are calmer and subtle due to their fashion sense. Ultimately, it's important to recognize that beauty comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors, and that we could celebrate and embrace our differences rather than trying to conform to a specific beauty standards. By promoting a more inclusive and diverse version of beauty, we can help to create a world that is more accepting and supportive to all people. Thank you.